but if they come out here in the fourth quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Brogdon to Oladipo. To Turner. Short jumper misses. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Goes to the left side. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Screen coming. To Brogdon. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Cashes in for two.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Screen coming. Oladipo. To Turner. Shot from in close, no good. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Won't go down. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. And count the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Miles Turner, huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Brogdon. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Giannis Adetokunbo with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. And stuffs it home.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Slams it down.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
To Corver. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Kyle Korver at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Indiana with the basketball. To Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Defense, let's go.
To Adetokunbo. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Turner. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Miles Turner trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Hill into the front court. Down by 1. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Pacers control. Screen coming. Pau Gasol pins it. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Miles Turner has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Hill across the timeline. All even here in the 4th. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Been a little bit easier than expected there, considering.
To Hill. Wide open look, won't go. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Brogdon. Oladipo with the slam.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. Oladipo to Brogdon. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the three, you die large right now.
And that'll be out of bounds off of Oladipo. Changes coming from both sides right now. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Takes stock of the floor to Matthews. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Turner. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Brogdon. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Miles Turner, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down 11. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Robin Lopez sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
For 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Brogdon. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Bucks basketball. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. To Brogdon. To Turner. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Bledsoe with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Matthews to Bledsoe. And counted at the rim.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
To Turner. Off the mark. To Matthews. Giannis shoots. Pulled in by Brogdon. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Adetokunbo. Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
It's Indiana basketball. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit is 6.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. Point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. This one to the Pacers as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers won this game after a close finish.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks
just couldn't close this one out.
And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.